Hey, what's up you guys? We're back again for another discussion video, and this one is in response to Disavow. Disavow sent, "Hello Firefox, I'm currently in the war group phire. Yes, I know it's hated. However, I think this would make a rather interesting discussion video. Why aren't you in any war groups? Is there a main reason as to why you're not in any? If so, may you list some pros and cons regarding war groups from any previous experience with them, or maybe simply out of common sense? Tell us your opinion on them and why we should or should not join one. Perhaps there are more questions that pop into your mind when you read this, and maybe you may answer some of my questions. I'm sure some may have the same curiosity, and I would like to hear your opinion on this subject and maybe others as well. Thanks for reading, Disavow." Alright, so let's start off this discussion with a short story, and yeah. So back in May 2012, I was in 8th grade, and school was literally just about to end. It was the last week, and I decided I wasn't going to go to school that last week because I thought it was useless and it's pointless. They don't count attendance anyway. And so I sat up that Thursday night leading into Friday morning to create an account called Firefox because I hadn't played Roblox for a very, very, very long time before that, and I wanted to create an awesome account where I would get every possible badge and lots of place visits. So I created the account and I got all the combat badges by killing people in places like Underground War and Sword Fights in the Heights, and a few days later, after I bought myself BC with an iTunes card, I played a game called Build to Survive the Creepers, and it was there that while I was having a bunch of fun, I noticed a person trying to recruit for his war group. His name was 13AQ, and at first, I was very unsure about him, but as we started talking, I began to like him, and I even stopped playing that game and went to his place, which was a fort, I think, for a group called the Water Clan. Yada yada yada. We went to each other's places, and I kinda joined a war group for a bit. I didn't really raid or do anything during that time, and I eventually left not long after joining, but 13AQ and we stayed friends. Now, after that, literally for months straight, every hour of the day, I would play a game called Sword Fights Minus 4, as if you didn't know it, and streak up to like 200 KOs. And I became a really good sword fighter, and after that, I met a person named Squishy Cow, and he invited me to join a war group called Scar. But I didn't at first, because I didn't really want to, and I decided maybe wait for a little bit and let the idea fester in my head. But eventually I decided, yeah, I'll give it a try, because I thought it could end up being fun. It was, to be honest, and I rose quickly in the ranks, and eventually became like, what was it, next to leader, something like that. But I didn't like it so much because it was so needy. And I was required to wear uniforms. Granted, I made them, but I had to wear things I didn't want to. I had to obey orders, and I had to basically be told what to do. I was a 15-year-old boy. I did not, and still don't, like being told what to do. I think that's human nature. And I think that's my main problem with war groups, and that's exactly why I don't join them. I don't like being a military dog or on a leash, and I want to be my own person and have fun and not have responsibility and have to go off to a raid while I'm having fun with my friends or something, you know? Now you could ask me, Fire, why don't you make your own war group? And my answer to that is, I don't have the time or really will to organize raids and stuff, you know? I'm not leadership material, and I don't plan well, and I like peace more than war. I like neutrality more than drama. So yeah, but still, me and this ice, we made a war group last summer called Chronic Meltdown. It lasted approximately 2 days, and then disbanded it. So yeah, that shows you how well I can lead. Of course, though, I'm not everyone, and some people may like war groups. Some people may not know if they want to join one yet. So let's look at the pros and cons of joining one. Alright, so let's have a look at the pros. Number 1, you're gonna meet really awesome friends. Seriously, in my short time of being in 2 war groups, I met some really, really, really awesome friends that if I wanted to, I could still talk to today, but, you know, I haven't really for a long time, and it sucks, but I know they're still loyal friends, and they're awesome. So honestly, I think joining a war group, even for a small period of time, is a good idea because you're gonna meet friends, and meeting new friends is awesome. Number 2, you also get to learn how to be a better fighter. yeah, most war groups offer voluntary or mandatory practice, and they will tutor you in how to be better than you already are, so really good if you're not that good at sword fighting. Ow, I hit my head off the mic. Number 3, I think. You can find out more about yourself, and trying new things, even if you think that you won't like it, is always a good idea, and it helps you learn more about yourself, and you may actually have fun. And even if you don't think that you'll like it, you can at least say, or even if you don't like it, still, after trying it, you can at least say, hey, well, at least I know for sure, and at least now I know that I tried. Now let's list off some cons, because everybody loves the negative. Number 1 is you'll be under constant orders from a ton of people, and you have to basically be somebody else's dog as long as it takes to be highly ranked, and let me tell you, that sucks. Number 2, you'll have to unwantedly devote time out of your day, out of your hours of free leisure time, to go to training and raids, which sucks. Like, if you're an APOC, okay, well, look, you're in Apocalypse Rising, killing a dude, and your leader comes in and says, hey, yo man, yo, training right now, or you're getting demoted. Yeah, it sucks. Number 3, the less intelligent people in the group, because yes, a lot of little kids join war groups, so prepare to, like, maybe ignore them or to just deal with them, because it can be stressful at times seeing their ignorance. So yeah, you guys, in the end, I think you should at least try to be in a war group, at least for a small span of time, and if you don't wanna, it's understandable, but yeah, they can be cool, but it's not my style. It's simply too, I'm too much of a free-going person to really be kept down in a committed war group type of thing. That's why I don't join guilds on WoW. That's why I don't join clans on other games that require clans. I don't like having to be devoted. The only thing I will devote my time to is my lady friend and YouTube. So that being said, you guys, I think that's all we have for today's video, and yeah, please tell me what you think about war groups in the comments below, and I will see you later. And as always, you guys, have a lovely day!